One amendment that I'd like to offer is something that Kim McCleary mentioned, and that is that we add to the list of ex-officio members the Center for Medicaid and Medicaid Services. And I would like to tie that on with liaison representatives that was also suggested to the committee, being Department of Defense, Department of Education, Department of Labor, and Department of Veterans Affairs. So I wanted to throw that in as a combined motion for an amendment, and I want to just put that on the table.
So we have a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, discussion is open. Just take us through the additions one at a time.
And is it possible for me to, since actually Kim knows a lot more about the Center for Medicaid and Medicaid Services, if she would be willing to just tell us kind of, what her reasons were for thinking that that would be a good ex officio member. Do you have any comments you'd like to make on that?
Can I just address under health reform, in a health reform context, CMS has got their hand on the purse.
Okay.
And I think that would probably trump and probably is right in line with what Kim was saying. But
okay.
As she said that, it occurred to me, yeah, that's a fantastic idea.
So, Chris spoke to this at lunchtime, so maybe you could just add something to that just to inform people that, how they function and how they would be helpful to us.
Well, I mean, CMS is the payer for Medicare and Medicaid with states, and they are also involved in a lot of quality improvement activities, and, they're very integral to what we do. So I think they really need to be added as well.
So for clarity, they would be added as a non-voting ex officio member.
Yes.
They're part of the HHS family.
Exactly.
And then you're asking for liaison. There was a CFSAC suggestion a few cycles back of DOD, labor, housing, education, et cetera, that was on that in that recommendation.
Exactly. So this would be to follow that up, yes.
Okay.
No further discussion?
So who specifically, which agencies are going to be the liaison agencies? DOD?
Liaisons would be that Department of Defense, Department of Education, Department of Labor, and Department of Veterans Affairs.
All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.